This is a conservative czar, December 4th, 2024. Now, this is a message directed at Pam Bondi, upcoming Attorney General. She needs to be told to appoint a special prosecutor or a special counsel to investigate fraud in California. And it's there, rampant. And we'll go into that a little bit later, my observations on that. But we need to appoint a special prosecutor. We have federal laws that said illegals can't vote. In California, illegals been voting for decades. Massive amounts, hundreds of thousands on the roll that are not citizens of the United States. We have federal laws saying that they cannot vote. Okay, so this is in that regard a federal issue. Now, what Pam Bondi needs is a predicate. She needs a predicate of crime. There needs to be some investigation to find the crime. It's there. We know it's there. It's not going to be difficult to figure it out. Once we have a crime of one illegal voting, okay, one, and then we can appoint a special prosecutor or counsel to investigate with subpoena power against the state of California. That's what's necessary here. Now, in California, I already explained that in California, nobody has voted. I mean, illegals have been voting for years. There's been no check. You can go online and register without any proof. You don't need an ID. You don't need anything. Okay, that is prima facie that there are hundreds of thousands of illegals voting in California. We need to find one, and then we appoint a special prosecutor with subpoena power to go into the state. Now I'm going to observe. I'm going to explain something, and nobody has explained this I can think of. It's a very important point. I voted in California. I go to the polls. I'm in line and finish my vote in 25 minutes. During that time, four people came in to register and vote on that day. It's legal in California. You can, in several other states, it is totally corrupt. Totally corrupt. Okay? 4 people came in, said, I want to register and vote. Now, these 4 people, they are people who would never, it looked like they were from homeless camps. They were uneducated. I don't want to denigrate everybody who came in that day, but they stood out. They stood out as odd. Well, these 4 people came in and voted. Now, what's important is the vote wasn't cast that day. There was a provisional ballot that had to be cured. And so the curing of these 4 were going to be delayed. And my precinct, by the way, there's not a contested congressional race. There was no contested congressional race. The Republic is the most Republican district in the state. It's old McCarthy's district, and it's that in itself is corrupt beyond. And by the way, we get a rhino elected to that seat, Vince Fong. So going back to these 4 people. So what happens is the ballots have to be cured. That's why we have all of these provisional ballots. There are other reasons why we have them, but that's why the bulk of the provisional ballots were same-day registration and voters, and that has to be cured. It sure looks to me like the Democratic Party throughout the state of California paid voters, paid people to register and vote on the same day, or some other form of coercion. Because these people I saw, they're not coming out to vote voluntarily. I don't believe that at all. And that's why we have these in Duarte's case. And by the way, Duarte's no prize, but in Gordy's case, he had a lead of, I don't know, several hundred, and it gets put down, and the Democrats have the reason for that is these provisional ballots were the votes that weren't counted on the day and have to be cured, okay? And that's why they can hold back on the, and I admit I don't know what curing means. I have no idea. But that's why. So it's two things. Illegal voters have been voting in California, illegal voters have been voting in California for 2 decades. There has to be hundreds of thousands of illegal voters on the rolls in California. This is intentionally done. A special prosecutor can get to the bottom of that, and then same-day registration is created. My observation is fraud, outright fraud. Somehow these people are being coerced to go to vote. I think they've been paid. And so if we have a special prosecutor, we can go in and with subpoenas and with the power of the federal government, we can make changes in California. If that was done in earnest, we would swing 3 to 5 seats in 2022. If California can be cleaned up, 5 Republicans from that state will win. This is the Conservative Czar. See you next time.